My scariest moment on The Voice was during the first episode of Lives Week. I was performing Stranger in My House by Ronnie Millsap. So one of the things that nobody really prepares you for when you go onto these shows is the level of fan interaction that you're going to receive. Now, the great thing is that you do get so many new fans that love your music, that get you, and that want to join you for your musical journey. But the other side of that coin is you are inundated with people who do not like you. There are as many people who hate you and want you to go home and want to see you fail as there are people that love you. And I will say this too, sometimes it definitely feels like the people that hate you are way louder than the people that love you. And it's really kind of a shock to the system. The first week of the lives, Reba and I had worked out that we were going to do Stranger in My House, and I was really excited about this song. I loved where it sat in my voice. I loved the arrangement that we had done of it, and the day of the taping, I was eerily calm. I was confident, I was quiet, I was very just in my zone. And then what happens is there's quite a bit of chaos. You know, they get you on deck, you get your in-ear monitors in, and you get your pack turned on, and you get your guitar on. There's a lot of hoopla, and it's very fast-paced. And I'm standing there, I'm looking at my shoes. There's a studio audience there, and they're cheering for me. They're loving me, and I felt very calm, very peaceful. The drummer clicks off the song, and something happened when I hit that first upstroke on my guitar. It's like all the noise and all the hate and all the negativity that had been building up for weeks hit me in an instant. I started hearing in my head all those comments of, I wish you'd take those sunglasses off. You look ridiculous. You sound like a bag of dying, drowning cats. I mean, every mean, horrible comment just started filling my head as I'm playing this intro. And when I tell you, terror came over me and flooded my body. I felt it go from the top of my head down to the bottom of my feet. And I felt kind of almost like there was an out-of-body experience taking place. And I felt like I was going to pass out. I'm playing this intro, I'm walking up to the microphone. All this is happening in real time. The audience doesn't know it. The camera crew doesn't know it. Hopefully America didn't know it either. But I was going, don't pass out on live TV. Do not pass out. I was already thinking I'm about to go and just black out because the pressure was so intense. And all of a sudden we're live. Any mistake that I make is going to give all these haters ammunition to come at me and say, see, she can't sing after all. Just this pressure all of a sudden to be perfect, to not give them any ammunition to come at me with. How I stayed conscious, I don't know. There was some other part of my body that had to have taken over. And so as I'm singing, as I'm playing, I'm going through in my head, okay, when you pass out, not if, but when, you need to try to buckle your knees and fall backwards. Don't face plant. And all of a sudden, we get to about the halfway point in the song. I just say, okay, if I can hold on until the guitar solo, I can then turn my back on the camera, I can turn my back on the audience, and I can just try to gather myself and take a breath without hopefully anybody noticing. The guitar solo comes up. Justin's right there. He's playing a bright orange guitar, so I turn to him, and I'm staring at his guitar, counting the stripes on his guitar as a way to bring me back into the present, to give me something to focus on that's in the here and now. And it works. I feel the terror leave my body, and I feel my confidence come back. And if you go back and watch the video, I am a different person in the second half of that song than I was in the first half of that song. I finished my half of the solo because Justin took the first half. I take my part of the solo. I get back on that mic and I deliver. There's flames behind me. It was a very victorious moment for me to conquer that level of stage fright. But that was absolutely my most terrifying experience on The Voice.